Welcome to CUWFalcons.com and this podcast for the 2013 Women's Lacrosse Season Preview. I'm here with head coach Emily Mason to talk about the season. Coach, if you could first, looking back on last season, you guys finished 3-10 overall. Obviously got the first win in program history. Talk about last season a little bit and how exciting it was, and that's transitioning into this season.
Last season, we made huge strides from our first season. Got recruits in that really helped us a lot. Some girls that could score, which was definitely one of the problems that we had our first year. Improved on our team defense. That was a huge thing for us. Goaltending also got our freshman goaltender in, and having her was a huge change for us. Going from last year to this year, we've made even bigger strides and are very hopeful for the outcomes of the season.
Now, you're looking at the schedule. You have 5 first-year programs on the schedule. You open this Saturday against Fontbonne University, which is also a conference game. Touch on the schedule a little bit and maybe some areas that you're going to have to be prepared for more than some of the other teams.
Playing first-year programs, it's going to be nice for us to play teams that were in the situation that we were in 3 years ago and to have that 3 years of experience under our belt. So that'll be nice. We'll just have to look out for making sure that, if we're playing against those teams, that we're not falling down to the level that they might be playing at, and continuing to stay strong when we go from games like that to other games.
This being your third season, playing a couple of these first-year programs, having been through all that, are you kind of glad that's over with? You're establishing the program and you can kind of keep growing?
Absolutely, yeah. It's nice this year to have a full roster of kids and to have subs that we can look at as potential starters as well, and have a roster that really is very interchangeable. And it's nice to be over that stage where we're scrambling for kids and always scrambling to score, not even thinking about trying to win the games.
You mentioned the roster. There's 20 on this year's team. It's the largest since the program has started. Sammy Ryder returned. She was newcomer of the year, first team all-conference. You get Sam Mavison back, who wasn't on last year's team, who scored 20-plus goals in 2011. Are you going to have to rely on those two a lot for the scoring, or is it going to be a little more balanced this season because the roster is deeper?
I think that having those two together is definitely going to contribute to our numbers overall, but we do have other girls that are going to be able to put the ball away as well, and that'll be helpful. I think those two will definitely have a lot of goals, but we definitely have other people that are going to contribute too.
Looking at this roster, 20 on the roster, I believe I counted 13 who are multi-sport athletes at one point or another here at CUW. Is that the type of athlete you're targeting, the multi-sport athlete, because of the different experiences they have that they can bring to the field?
Absolutely. I love the multi-sport athletes. Having played lacrosse and ice hockey in college, I found that it was a really easy transition, and a lot of those athletes end up being very strong lacrosse players, not just the hockey players, but multi-sport athletes, because they have those other experiences. So I really do like having that type of athlete. The only struggle is then if they're a winter sport athlete, not having them for the first couple weeks or month of practice when we're getting ready for games. So that's something that we're hoping to draw more girls that play just lacrosse, just so that we can have greater numbers. But I do like the multi-sport athlete.
On this roster, just one goalie in Rebecca David. What is she going to have to do this year to secure that defensive front, back, on this team?
Communication is going to be the biggest thing for her. We've worked on that with her the last year and a half now. So just stepping up and really taking a role as a leader and being vocal back there to help out the defense, because she's got the vision of the whole field.
Who are some of the other players to watch besides Rebecca and Sammy and Sam?
Emily Heckendorf is a huge contributor for us, just working hard all over the field, coming up with turnovers, ground balls, creating opportunities. So she's definitely one to look out for. On the attack side, we're looking for Allie Pinkos and Steph Berry and Hannah Redden to contribute a lot more this year. Some of our freshmen Jenna Brown, Catherine Paletti. We're hoping that those two can step up and be goal scorers for us as well.
Last season you were 3-10, the first 3 wins in program history. What do we need to do this season to improve upon and increase that win total?
Our team defense is going to be the biggest thing that we focus on to make sure that we're really putting our best foot forward and coming up with the wins that we need. We're pretty confident in our offensive game, but it's the defense that we're really going to need to make sure that we work on constantly and our communication back there.
So it sounds like offense is going to be, as of right now, is the strength of this team. There's going to be some goals scored. It's going to be the defense that's going to have to step up a little bit to complement the offense to make this a well-balanced team.
Absolutely.
Practice now, you've been about a couple of weeks in. How has that been going so far, and where are some areas that you've been excited about?
Practice has been going really well. We're very excited about the group of girls that we have and the talent level that we have. Like I said, we're very confident with our attack right now, so we've been mostly focusing on our defensive play in the last couple weeks, making sure that we're ready for Saturday's game and the season to come. So just making sure that we've got girls that are going to be tough back there, communicate well, and get the ball out.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck this season.